When I got home from work this morning, I had a very interesting DM from the OSU nurse that got attacked. I couldn't believe it. I was shocked. She was thanking me for putting out the video about the incident that she went through. Now, that being said, I had a 2 hour long conversation with her this evening, and we discussed absolutely everything that happened that day and every day since. And she has given me the distinct honor of being her voice and putting out there what happened. And I want to tell her how much I appreciate that. But there's some things that we have to put out there first. Number one, I am going to refer to her as Erin because it's for her safety and for her privacy. The second thing, there are a lot of things that she told me that I cannot talk about, I will not talk about, and we cannot discuss until a later date. At that point, then we will discuss it. Number three, she has seen the messages and she is very, very thankful for all of the support that you guys are giving her. There is an event that's coming up on Thursday, and I'm going to discuss that later on in the video. But I'm really hoping that you guys can help me out with that. But me personally, I want to tell Erin how much I appreciate her sending me the message and allowing me to be her voice in this situation. And I always want to tell people anytime that you're involved in an incident like this, number one, please make sure that you get help. Number two, make sure that you get not only physical help, but you get some therapy and some mental help. So let's talk about the events that day. Erin said she was coming out of the break room and getting ready to do shift change reports when she walked into the hallway to see a man and a woman in a full-blown fist fight. But the thing that drew her attention the most was the fact that the man was holding a toddler in one arm and a newborn baby in the other arm and providing no head support for that newborn baby. She was extremely, extremely concerned that that baby was going to get injured. So she managed to distract him long enough to get the baby out of his arms, and the baby mama was able to get the toddler, and they both ran off in different directions. At this point, the baby daddy actually started running after her down the hallway, grabbed her around her throat, grabbing her shirt, her lanyard, and her necklace, choking her hard enough that his knuckles were digging into her throat and dragging her down the hallway. She is kicking and screaming, begging and pleading for him to let go of her, and the whole time going, "Nah, bitch, you're coming with me." I don't know about you, but I would be terrified, absolutely terrified at this point, not knowing what this man was capable of doing to me and to this baby. The entire event was witnessed by multiple people, both staff members and visitors. The visitors started calling 911, and the staff members started calling for security to come help. Now, Erin's not really sure how much time actually went by. She thinks it might have been like 10 minutes before security showed up, but they were finally able to subdue him. She managed to get away from him, and the baby was taken to be evaluated. Erin was kind of stuck off to the side, trying to get her wits about her. The thing that concerns me is she didn't say a whole lot as to what actually happened as far as getting her some help. We didn't talk a whole lot about it. I didn't ask a whole lot of questions because I feel like that there's probably still some information in there that she's not allowed to talk about. There have been rumors that have been going around, and we're not really sure how true they are, but this piece of shit baby daddy might be associated with a gang. And that's another reason why Erin is very skittish about posting anything. And she's basically just kind of keeping to herself and keeping a low profile. One of the other interesting things that has come out is that he is actually schizophrenic. So that being said, how is this going to play into things? I don't think it should have any bearing as to what his mental state was as far as being schizophrenic, because this was an argument that occurred between baby daddy and baby mama at a fucking hospital. Now, this occurred on Thursday, November 6th. Baby daddy was taken into custody the very following Wednesday by SWAT. They went to his fucking house and took him into custody. He was arrested and he went to his very first court hearing on Thursday. And that's when all of my second video came out, and that's where that information came from. Now, there was some information that was not divulged in that video that I actually have now. And it's interesting. One of those things is during the court proceedings, he kept wanting to blurt out that he never touched Erin, that he never put hands on her. And the whole time, his attorney's telling him, you need to shut up, be quiet, stop talking. Because what he doesn't realize is the entire fucking event was caught on camera. We have eyes in the skies, baby. Every fucking hospital has cameras everywhere except for the bathrooms and most of the patient rooms. Some of the patient rooms still have cameras if you're in the psych unit. But this entire event was actually caught on camera, and his attorney's telling him, you need to shut the hell up because everything's been caught on camera and it's going to come out in court. One of the things that bothered Erin about the court proceedings that they had on Thursday was the fact that the baby mama stood up in court and said, I was mistreated at that hospital, and that's what triggered baby daddy. It was just the way we were treated. I understand that some hospitals have mistreatment of patients, and I'm not saying that necessarily that this didn't happen. However, when somebody stands up in court and says, I was mistreated, that I didn't get fed the entire time that I was there, and that's why my milk didn't come in, and that's why my baby lost 7% of his baby weight. It's like I previously stated in my previous video, most babies will lose 7 to 10% of their baby weight in their first few days of birth. The other thing is she had had visitors like almost continuously since that baby was born. If she was so starving to death, why the fuck didn't she have visitors bringing her food? Something tells me she was getting fed. She didn't look like she was starving to death. The other part of that is she also stated in open court that she was left on the commode for 2 hours and nobody came to help her. I have problems with this because you just got into a fist fight with your fucking baby daddy in the middle of the damn hallway. Why do you need help getting off the toilet? Really? But this was what took the cake. I previously stated that the mom had a protection order against the baby daddy, okay? And I didn't know why, but I do now. In 2023, baby daddy pew-pewed baby mama, was charged with attempted murder, if you know what I mean, aggravated assault, and tampering with evidence. And she was given a protection order. So somebody want to tell me how is it that 2 years later, he's free to roam the streets, start a fist fight in the middle of a fucking hospital, and still get away? And assault a nurse? And we're allowing baby mama to walk free when she was complicit in this? When she didn't alert the staff that she had a protection order against him? So this is going to end up there's going to be a part 2 because of the fact that there's more information that I want to provide about Erin, about what's going to happen in the future. So I'm hoping that you'll watch this because it's really important.